Good morning students, this is the third video of surface of revolution. What is revolution? Revolution means one complete turn of 360 degrees is called revolution. If a curve revolves about an axis, we get a three-dimensional solid shape. Already we know how to find the three-dimensional solid shape's volume. In previous videos, we find the volume of revolution. Here we have to find that surface of revolution means we have to find surface area of that three-dimensional solid shape. For this we have four types of formulas. First one is if the curve revolves about an x-axis, we use first formula. Here what is that formula? Integral a to b 2 pi f of x. Here f of x is our given equation. What is that? Y equals to f of x is our given curve. Okay. If the curve revolves about an x-axis, we have y equals to f of x curve. If curve revolves about an y-axis, what the curve we have? X equals to f of y. Okay. See here, integral a to b 2 pi f of x means our given curve. And root 1 plus f dash x whole square. What is f dash x here? Differentiation of given curve. Okay. And dx. From given data, we know the equation of f of x. We substitute this one here. And we find f dash x value by differentiating. And from the graph, we have to find the limit values. If you want to find the surface area of given solid, we want three values. What are that? Given equation and derivative of given equation and the limit points of that curve. Okay. If the curve revolves about an axis, we use first formula, and if the curve revolves about y-axis, we use the second formula. What is that? Integral a to b 2 pi. Instead of f of x, we write f of y, and root 1 plus f dash, instead of f dash x, we write f dash y whole square dy. Okay. These two are in Cartesian form. If the given curve is in Cartesian form, we use these two formulas based on the axis. Okay. Next, third one is polar form. If the given equation is in polar form, we use third formula. Again, here also we have two types of formulas. One is f of x and one is f of y. If given equation is in polar form and revolves about an x-axis, we use f of x. And f of y, if the curve revolves about y-axis, we write f of y. Okay. The given equation is in polar form and revolves about x-axis, we write here f of x. Okay. If the given equation is in polar form and revolves about y-axis, what we write here? F of y. This is the difference. Okay. In polar form also we have two formulas, f of x and f of y, based on the axis. See here, what is the equation formula? Integral theta 1 to theta 2 2 pi f of y or f of x. Okay. Root r square plus dr by d theta whole square d theta. Given equation in polar form means suppose our equation is r equals to a into 1 plus sin theta. Here we write r square value, and in here we write derivative of r. Okay. And in polar form, what are the coordinates values? X equals to r cos theta and y equals to r sin theta. Okay. If the curve revolves about x-axis, we write f dash x value means y equals to f of x. So we write r sin theta here. If the curve revolves about y-axis, we write f of y means x value r cos theta here. Okay. Based on the axis. And fourth one is parametric form. That means here we have x equals to some cos t and y equals to some sin t. Here x and y are functions of t, is called parametric form. Here also we have two types of formulas. It's based on the rotation about an axis. Okay. If the curve revolves about x-axis, we write here f of x. If the curve revolves about y-axis, we write here f of y. Okay. These are the four formulas. Next, see what is the first sum here? Find the area of the surface. What we find here? Surface area of obtained by revolution of the asteroid x equals to a cos cube t, y equals to a sin cube t about the axis of x. Okay, about the axis of x means x-axis. Okay, here we have what the curve we have, asteroid curve. What are the equation? X equals to a cos cube t and y equals to a sin cube t. That means given equation is in which form? Polar or Cartesian or parametric. X equals to some f of t and y equals to some g of t. If given equation in this form, we say parametric form. Here also we have x equals to some cos cube t, y equals to sin cube t. So our equation is in parametric form and the curve revolves about the x-axis. So which formula we have to use? On x-axis what we write? Y equals to f of x. So our formula changed as here just f of x, 2 pi f of x root dx by dt whole square plus dy by dt whole square. See here, this is the graph of our given asteroid. Okay, this is a on x-axis, this is also a, this is x equals to a cos cube t, y equals to a sin cube t. This pink line denotes our asteroid curve. Okay, this curve revolves about x-axis, so we get this three-dimensional solid shape. Okay, see here, this blue curve is, this blue line denotes our curve. This curve revolves about x-axis, so we get this three-dimensional solid shape. Okay, here we have to find the three-dimensional solid shape surface area. Okay, see from the graph what are the limit points we take here? I take limits as 0 to a. That means I have to find half surface area only. Then I double it, I get the total surface area of the given solid. Okay, first I take the limits from 0 to a only. That means I am going to find only half of the area of the given solid. Then I double it, I get the full surface area of the solid. Okay, see here, given x equals to a cos cube t, y equals to a sin cube t, let equation number 1. From the graph, limits are 0 to pi by 2. Okay, when calculating the surface area, we consider the part of the asteroid by laying in the first coordinate and then multiply the result by 2. Then the curve is defined in parametric form. Okay, see here, what are the limits we take here? From 0 to pi by 2 are the limits, and we have to find only half the surface area. Then I double it, we get the full area. See here, when calculating the surface area, we consider the part of the asteroid laying in the first coordinate. First coordinate means only this 90 degrees. Okay, and then I double, then multiply by the result 2, we get the full surface area. Okay, next, and also the given curve is in parametric form and revolves about x-axis. So what is the formula we write here? 2 pi integral a to b, here f of x root dx by dt whole square plus dy by dt whole square. On x-axis we write f of x. But what is f of x? We know f of x is f of x means y equals to f of x. So I write here y instead of f of x, I write y. Is it clear? The surface area of the given solid in parametric form and revolves about x-axis is integral a to b 2 pi f of x root dx by dt whole square dy by dt whole square dt. Here instead of f of x I write y. Y is equals to f of x, so I write y here. From equation number 1 we know the value of y, and from the graph we know the limit values 0 comma pi by 2, and then what we find here? Dx by dt value and dy by dt value. How can we get these two values? By differentiating x and y with respect to t, we get the dx by dt and dy by dt values. See here, what is x here? A cos cube t. So I write d by dx of x equals to a is constant, then d by dt. d by dt of cos cube t. Okay, what is the differentiation of x cube? X cube means 3x square and we differentiate x again. Here also, what is the differentiation of cos cube t? d by dt of cos cube t equals 3 cos square t and we differentiate cos t again. Okay, what is the differentiation of cos t? Minus sin t. So, what is the differentiation of a cos cube t? Minus 3 cos square t sin t. See here. Differentiate 1 with respect to t. That means I write d by dt on first equation number 1 in x and y. Okay, see here d by dt of x equals to d by dt of a cos cube t. d by dt of x means dx by dt. Here a is the constant, so I write outside. Cos cube t differentiation is 3 cos square t. And again we differentiate d by dt of cos t. What is d by dt of cos t? Minus sin t. So I write minus sin t. Similarly, here also we write same. d by dt of y is dy by dt. Here also a is constant. Sin cube t differentiation is 3 sin square t and again we differentiate sin t. What is differentiation of sin t? Cos t. These are the values of dx by dt and dy by dt. Now we know all the values in that formula. So I substitute these values in our formula. What is that? In this one. First I write it 2 pi. What are the limits here? 0 to pi by 2. What is y here? A cos cube, a sin cube t. What is a by? A sin cube t. And what is dx by dt? Minus 3a cos square t sin t. What is dy by dt? 3a sin square t cos t. Now I substitute all values in this formula. See here. Two pi. Limits are integral 0 to pi by 2. Y means a sin cube t. Root dx by dt whole square. That means minus 3a cos square t sin t whole square. And dy by dt whole square, that means 3a sin square t cos t whole square. Okay, next. Now we simplify this one. Right. See here, 2 pi, same. Sorry. This is the only half of surface area formula. But we want total surface area. So I multiplied this by 2. So I write 2 into 2 pi. Same a sin cube t. Whole square of this term is minus 3 whole square means 9. A whole square a square. Cos square t whole square means cos power 4t. And sin square t whole square sin square t. Next. 3 whole square ante 9. A whole square means a square. Sin square t whole square sin power 4t called cos square t. First I substitute all values and then square these two terms. 9a square cos power 4t sin square t. Same 9a square sin power 4t cos square t. Same. Okay. Next. Now I take common in from which term we have to take common in these two terms. See here, this is 4 pi, not 2 pi. Okay, 4 pi a sin cube t. From these two terms we take common 9a square cos square t sin square t. What we take common? 9a square cos square and sin square. After taking 9a square cos square sin square, what is the remaining term here? Cos square. Here we have cos power 4. I take only cos square common, so I have remaining cos square term. Here also we have sin power 4. After taking sin square common, we have only sin square. What is the value of cos square t plus sin square t? 1. So what is the remaining term here? 9a square cos square t sin square t. Same 4 pi integral 0 to pi by 2 a sin cube t. The remaining term is root 9a square cos square t sin square t. Now I apply root. Now I take root out. 4 pi integral 0 to pi by 2 a sin cube t. Root 9 means 3. Root a square is a. Root cos square means cos. Root sin square means sin. And dt. Next. Here we have sin cube into sin means sin power 4t cos t dt. This is the simplification of given equation. Now we integrate this one, okay. See here. Let sin t equals to k. Here we have sin power 4t cos t. So let sin t equals to t. Then differentiate what we get, cos t dt equals to dk. Therefore dt equals to dk by cos t. Now here let sin t equals to k. If we change the terms, we have to change the limit values also. For t equals to pi by 2, what is the value of k? Sin pi by 2. That means 1. For t equals to 0, k equals to sin 0 equals to 0. So the limits changed as 0 to 1. From 0 to pi by 2, the limits changed as 0 to 1. And we substitute all these in equations. See here, 12 pi a square same. Limits changed as 0 to 1. Sin power 4t means, let sin t equals to k. So sin power 4t means k power 4. Cos t same. What is dt? dk by cos t. Here cos t cancel. What is the remaining? K power 4 dk. The limits are 0 to 1. Tell me integration of k power 4 is k power 5 by 5 and limits are 0 to 1. Now I substitute limits 1 in k place. We get 1 power 5 by 5 minus next substitute 0 in k place, 0 power 5 by 5. 1 power 5 by means 1 by 5. Next minus 0, that is 1 by 5. That implies 12 pi a square into 1 by 5 equals to 12 by 5 pi a square. This is the surface area of given solid or given asteroid revolves about x-axis. What is our given curve? Asteroid x equals to a cos cube t, y equals to a sin cube t. From the graph, the limits we take 0 to pi by 2. And revolves about axis and given equation is in parametric form. So which formula we use? Integral a to b 2 pi f of x root dx by dt whole square plus dy by dt whole square dt. Here f of x means y equals to f of x. So I write, instead of f of x, I write y only. From given data, what is the value of y? A sin cube t. And dx by dt, dy by dt are the derivative of the given equation x and y. Here a cos cube t different derivative is cos a is constant and cos cube t derivative is 3 cos square t, and we differentiate cos t again, so we get minus sin t. Here also sin cube t derivative is 3 sin square t and we differentiate sin t also, so we get cos t. Now I substitute all values. In root term I take 9 a square cos square sin square term as common. The remaining term is equals to 1. After removing root, we get the form. Equation is sin power 4t cos t. Here let sin t equals to k, then differentiate cos t dt equals to dk. Therefore dt value is dk by cos t. And also we changed limits 0 to pi by 2. We get 0 to 1. Now I substitute all values. We get the area of the given 3-dimensional solid. This is the volume of the solid. Okay. See next one. Find the surface area of the solid generated by revolving the lemniscate r square equals to a square cos t about the initial line. This is our curve. What is that? R square equals to a square cos t. In every problem we should observe 3 points. What is our given curve? In which form that given curve? And in which axis it revolves. Okay. We observed 3 points. First of all, in which form is in our given curve. Our given curve is in which form? Is it in parametric or polar or Cartesian? And the curve revolves in which axis? X axis or Y axis? And from the graph we observe the limit points. These three are the main important points. First, what is our given curve here? R square equals to A square cos t. Okay, cos theta, not cos t. This is cos 2 theta. Okay, see here, this is our curve. What is that? I write mistaken. Okay, what is our given curve? R square equals to A square cos 2 theta. That is given equation is in polar form. Okay, first point completed. Second one is which axis it was revolves or revolution. It revolves which axis? Initial line. Initial line means x axis. Okay, so given equation is in polar form and revolves about the x axis. Now I draw the graph of given equation. What is that? R equals to A square cos 2 theta. Good. See here, this dark line denotes our curve. This is our curve. It revolves about x axis. We get this shape. Okay, see here. Okay, next, first I find the half area of the solid, then I double it, I get the full area. Okay, so I multiplied the given surface area formula with 2. Okay, and on initial line what we write here? F of x means y value, 2 pi by root. In polar form what we write? R square plus dr by d theta whole square. This is the formula of surface area of the given solid. Okay, first what is the formula in polar form? And on initial line means x axis, a equals to integral 2 pi. Here we write on x axis f of x means y. In polar form we write r square plus dr by d theta whole square into d theta. These are the limits theta 1 to theta 2. This is the by substituting this formula we get only half area only. So I double it, I get the full area of the given solid. This is our formula. See here, given what is the equation? R square equals to A square cos theta. Let this equation number 1. We have to find dr by d theta value. That means we differentiate r. Here we have r square. So I write r value. What is r? R equals to root A square cos 2 theta. Root A square means A. So I write outside and root cos 2 theta in the root. Let this equation number 2. And given curve is polar form. In polar form what is the coordinate values? X equals to A cos theta and y equals to A sin theta. Okay, sorry, r cos theta and r sin theta. X equals to r cos theta and y equals to r sin theta. Next, see here, this is r cos. We determine surface area by the formula this one. Okay, 2 pi integral a to b y root r square plus dr by d theta whole square d theta. Due to symmetry, we can integrate from 0 to pi by 4 considering the curve, the first coordinate and then multiply by result by 2. Symmetry means these both are same. So I find only half area and then I double it by multiplying it 2, we get the full area. Okay, see here. First I find dr by d theta. What is r? A root cos 2 theta. Okay, d by d theta of r equals to a is constant. So d by d theta of root cos 2 theta. What is the derivative of root function? 1 by 2 root same root x, and we differentiate x again. Okay, here also you say we write same. A root cos 2 theta is 1 by 2 root cos 2 theta. Again we differentiate cos 2 theta. Okay, see here, a, this is a, and root cos 2 theta formula is 1 by 2 root cos 2 theta, and we differentiate in inner function cos 2 theta. What is the derivative of cos 2 theta? See here. Same, a into 1 a by 2 root cos 2 theta. Differentiation of cos 2 theta is minus sin 2 theta and the constant into constant. Now I cancel 2, what we get here? Minus a sin 2 theta by root cos 2 theta. This is the value of dr by d theta. We know the value of r square and dr by d theta whole square, and y is r sin theta, and limits are 0, 5 by 4. So now I substitute all values in the formula. Okay, see here, this is the formula. What is that? Integral 0 to pi by 4, 2 pi. What is y? R sin theta, and formula is root r square plus dr by d theta whole square d theta. And I doubled it. That means this formula gives only half area. So I multiply with 2, we get the full area of the given solid. So I multiplied the formula with 2. 2 into 2 pi. What are the limits? 0 to pi by 4. What is r? A root cos 2 theta. R square is our given equation, a square cos 2 theta. That implies r is root a square cos 2 theta. That means a root cos 2 theta. So I write, instead of r, I write cos 2 theta, and sin theta same. Root r square means given equation a square cos 2 theta, and dr by d theta is derivative. What is derivative value? Minus a sin 2 theta by root cos theta whole square d theta. Next, same 4 pi integral 0 to pi by 4 a root cos 2 theta sin theta, and root a square cos 2 theta. This is whole square value. After doing whole square, what we get? Minus square means plus a square sin square 2 theta. In denominator we have root cos 2 theta and whole square. Root cos theta whole square means root 2 square cancelled here. So we get only cos 2 theta. Next, now taking LCM in root. What is the LCM? Cos 2 theta is the LCM. Here I take LCM cos 2 theta. Cos into cos means a square cos square 2 theta. Here we have a square sin square 2 theta. Okay, is it clear? Here I take cos 2 theta is the LCM. So I write cos 2 theta in denominator. In numerator, what we get here? A square in cos 2 theta into cos 2 theta. That means a square cos square 2 theta plus a square sin square 2 theta. In numerator, what we take common? A square, we take a square common. What is the remaining term? Cos square 2 theta plus sin square 2 theta. That is 1. So a square into 1 is a square by cos 2 theta. Root a square means a. In denominator we get root cos 2 theta. Here also we have cos 2 theta. Root cancel. What is the remaining term? See here, 4 pi a into a square. This is sin theta d theta. Okay. Now I integrate sin theta. Integration of sin theta is minus cos theta, and limits are 0 to pi by 4. So now I substitute limits in cos. See here. Minus cos pi by 4 minus cos 0. Same, minus cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 and cos 0 is 1. Now I multiply with minus. So minus into minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 by root 2. Now I take LCM, root 2 into root 2 minus 1. Here we have 4. I write 4 as 2 into 2. I write 2 same. Instead of 2, I write root 2 into root 2. Here root 2 cancel. Then what is remaining? 2 root 2 pi a square into root 2 minus 1. Now I multiply with root 2. So we get 2 pi a square. Root 2 into root 2, 2 minus root 2 into 1, root 2. This is the area of the given solid. See here, what is our given equation? R square a square cos 2 theta is our given equation. It revolves about initial line. Initial means x-axis. This is our graph. On the from the graph, what are the limits we get? 0, pi by 4. That means we find only cost coordinate solid area, not total area. If I double this area, we get the total area. So I write 2 in front of the formula. Okay, next. This is in polar form. Root r square equals to root a square cos 2 theta is in polar form, and on x axis what is the formula? A equals to integral theta 1 to theta 2 pi, and initial line what we write here? F of x. But what is f of x? F of x is equals to y, so I write 2 pi y root r square plus dr by d theta whole square d theta. This is the formula of area, surface area. Okay, next which values we have to find here? Theta 1 to theta 2 is the limit values. From the graph, limits are 0 comma pi by 4. And we find the y value. In polar form, the value of y is r sin theta. This is r square. From given equation, we know the r square value. And dr by d theta means derivative of r. Here we have r square equals to a square cos 2 theta. What is r? R is root a square cos 2 theta. Root a square means a, I write outside, and cos 2 theta is in root. This is the value of r. By derivating this with respect to theta, we get the dr by d theta value. See here, given equation r square equals to a square into cos 2 theta. Let this equation number 1. That implies r equals to root a square cos 2 theta. Therefore, r equals to what we get here? A into root cos 2 theta. And given equation is polar form. Therefore, x value is a cos theta, y equals to a sin theta. Here we don't need to x value. We want only y value. We determine the surface area by this formula. Formula is a equals to 2 pi root integral a to b y into root r square plus dr by theta whole square into d theta. This is our formula. Due to symmetry, symmetry means if we divide with an axis, in two sides we have the same shape, is called symmetry. Here our curve is also in symmetry shape, so we find only half area from the interval 0 to pi by 4. If we multiply with 2, the result, that means the area we multiply with 2, we get the full area. Okay, next. Differentiate 2 with respect to theta. What is 2? R value. What is R value? A root cos 2 theta. So I will differentiate this one. So I write d by d theta on both sides. Okay, see here. What is the differentiation of R? dr by d theta. And a is constant. Root cos 2 theta differentiation is 1 by 2 root cos 2 theta. And again we differentiate the function cos 2 theta. So see here. See here, what is differentiation of cos 2 theta? Minus sin 2 theta into the constant is 2. So again we get 2. That means the differentiation of cos theta is minus sin 2 theta, and we differentiate again 2 theta. By differentiating 2 theta we get 2. So simply we write cos theta differentiation is minus sin theta into the constant. What is constant here? 2. Here I cancel 2 into 2. So therefore, what is dr by d theta value? Minus a sin 2 theta by root cos 2 theta. Let this equation number 4. Now I substitute all values in 3. What is 3? Our surface area formula. Actually we have only 2 pi in that formula, but I multiplied with 2 because by using this formula, area formula, we find only half area. If I double it, we get the full area. So I multiply with the 2. Now I substitute all values in this one. Okay, 2 into 2 pi. Here we write y. What is y? In polar form, r sin theta and root r square plus dr by d theta whole square. See here, 2 into 2, 2 pi, 4. R sin theta root r square. R square means given equation only, a square into cos 2 theta. And plus dr by d theta whole square. What is dr by d theta value? Minus a sin 2 theta by root cos 2 theta whole square into d theta. Okay. Next, 2 into 2 pi, 4 pi. A cos 2 theta. And this is into sin theta. And a square cos 2 theta. Minus a sin 2 theta whole square means plus a square sin square 2 theta. And denominator we have root cos 2 theta whole square. That means root and square cancel, we get cos 2 theta into d theta. Next, now we simplify this one, okay. See, 4 pi a root cos 2 theta sin theta. What is the LCM here? Cos 2 theta is the LCM. So I write denominator. What is the numerator here? First term of numerator is a square cos 2 theta into cos 2 theta, that is a cos square 2 theta, and this is same a square sin square 2 theta. Next, in numerator we have a square cos 2 theta plus a square sin square 2 theta. Now I take a square common. So what is the remaining term after taking a square common? Remaining term is cos square 2 theta plus sin square 2 theta. This is equals to 1. So I write a square into 1, that is a square. Root. Now I apply root. What is root a square by root cos 2 theta? Okay. Root a square means a. Root cos theta means root cos 2 theta. Already we have here one more root cos theta. Here root cos theta, root cos theta cancel, and a into a is a square. So it is constant, I write outside. So 4 pi a square integral 0 to pi by 4 sin t theta d theta. Now what is the integration of sin theta? Minus cos theta. And limits are 0, pi by 4 minus. First I substitute cos pi by 4 minus, next I substitute 0. Minus cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 and cos 0 is 1. Now I multiply with 1 minus, so we get minus 1 by root 2 into minus plus 1. For this I write 1 minus root 2. Okay, is it clear? Next, see here. And also I write 4 as 2 into 2 is 4. Again I write 2 into 2 as root 2 into root 2. So instead of 4 I write 2 root 2 same pi a square minus into minus plus 1 minus 1 by root 2. Here I take root 2 common. So I write root 2 in denominator. What is the first term in numerator? 1 into root 2, that means root 2 minus 1. So I write this one. Here root 2 cancelled. What the answer is we get here? See here, after root 2 cancel, what is the remaining term? 2 root 2 pi a square root 2 minus 1, okay, equals to, I write 2 pi a square only. Here I multiplied these two terms, root 2 into root 2 minus 1. Now tell me root 2 into root 2 is 2 minus 1 into root 2 is root 2. I write this only here. This is the area of the given solid, 2 pi a square 2 minus root 2. Very simple problems. We have only 4 types of formulas. Here also we know we knew these formulas. What are they? In circles, which formula we write? In first topic, 4th unit first topic, what we learned? Length of plane curves, okay? For finding length of plane curves, we using this formula only. Here also we write same, and the extra term is 2 pi f of x, 2 pi f of y. These are the extra term here. In length of plane curve scenario, also we use same formula for finding length of given curve. Here we write same formulas in Cartesian form, polar form and parametric form. And for here, for finding surface area, we multiply this length with our given curve. So I write f of x, f of y in front, okay. This is the 4 formulas. These are the 2 more problems. We have so many problems in this chapter. In next video also, we are going to solve some problems, okay. Thank you.